I have been trying to figure out what I feel about change. So, yesterday we were talking about noticing a need for calm. Now I feel that I am noticing that change can sometimes feel so combative. We know that life is constantly in a moving state. We know that, right? We know that there's no possible way for us to stay the same. We either regress or we move forward. That being said, it can sometimes feel so incredibly tough to accept that change is necessary. Especially when things are going really good. You know, when you get those days that are like perfect and you're like, oh my goodness, I love this day. I feel so great. This day is amazing. Feels so good. You're with a friend. You're laughing as much as you possibly can. You're joking around. The sun is shining. Maybe you're on a beach that you love. Just there is a perfection about the day. It could be simple. It could be just a walk in the park. It could be sitting at home, rubbing each other's feet, whatever it is. There can be all of these different feelings of being like, this day is a perfect day. And in those days, in those moments, you might even say, like me, you might be like, man, I hope nothing ever changes. I hope I always feel like this. And it's something that I say to myself quite often. I say it to myself all the time when I experience these moments. And it reminds me of Buddha. You know how they say with Buddha, it's like, it's not about being super excited. It's not about not being, being super sad. It's about having this neutrality despite what is happening around you. That despite what is happening around you, whether it's incredibly fascinating, amazing, great, or if it's not, and sometimes I find that the perspective of not is later on in the day, later on in life, you go, wow, that was actually really great that happened the way that it did. Because if that hadn't have happened, that wouldn't happen. And most of the time, that's how it goes. Change can sometimes be scary for people that feels like their life is constantly becoming more complicated, feeling worse, not having enough space for themselves. I have a lot of space for myself right now. I have a lot of space for who I am, who I'm becoming. I feel like the metaphor I would like to give is like, if there is a ship, I have a ship that has extra, instead of a ship, let's say a yacht. I am on a yacht, and my yacht has bedrooms. And I've got bedrooms that are set up, they're ready, they're taken care of, and they have space for friends, they have space for, we've got a chef on board, we've got somebody to make sure that, the ship is running, we've got a captain of the ship, we've got options, we've got places for you. And I think sometimes when you go through change, you can sometimes feel as if you don't have a yacht with a bunch of empty rooms. You feel like you have maybe not even have a yacht. Maybe you feel like you're not even on a yacht at all. Maybe you feel like you're on a houseboat. Maybe you feel like all you have is a bedroom for you. And the idea of change is to embody this feeling of hope. The only way to get through change is hope. The only way to get through change is faith. The only way to know that it's going to be okay is to be like, I believe it's going to be okay, because we don't know. I don't know. You don't know. None of us know. We don't know what's going to happen. And the more we try and pretend like we do know, the more we get disappointed because there's no way to know.